What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Anthony here from the Wall Street Bull and Earn Curve. I hope you're all doing well. I am just making an espresso because it's been one hell of a day and I'm tired, but there's a lot to go through in the crypto and finance news. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, or the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now, today is Monday, the 15th of June, 2026. And yes, I did shave my head. I look like CZ from Binance. Things have been very busy in my world at the moment. Everyone in Australia is struggling to survive at the moment, and I tell you, it's not getting any easier. However, we could potentially have a super cycle on our hands. There was a peace deal that was announced by President Trump, and by the way, happy birthday, President Trump. That's amazing. I did watch a bit of the UFC at the White House, and that's just unbelievable what took place there. Pretty into my combat sports, which is awesome. But anyway, things have been chaotic. The market hopefully is going to explode now that the news came out about the peace deal as well from the Middle East, which is awesome. We're going to get into all of that and go through, of course, everything from the market update, XRP news. That is a given on my channel. Of course, we've got some updates about SpaceX and the futures, tokenized futures on the major platforms. Binance, again, CZ said in an interview that he does see a super cycle incoming. I can't wait for that. My Harvest Bot software, this is incredible. Honestly, the returns are nuts, but we'll get into that. And of course, my exchange Earn Curve. I'm going to show you all that. Ripple and XRP, obviously targeting $1 billion in revenue this year, which is huge. Bitcoin has climbed really high. We're going to go through the peace deal that's actually updating live as we speak. Yes, this is my new real estate investing platform, and I should say real estate listing platform. We'll get into that, have a quick look at that just to show you guys what I've been doing as well. And of course, everything on X. So let's get into it, guys. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel and of course, all my social media pages. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If you are new, make sure you smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification because as you can see on the screen, I love documenting my journey with investing with crypto, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom. And of course, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along on this incredible journey. It has been insane so far. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that, all right? So make sure you give it a thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You rock. Also, a little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff. I don't want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is why my number one golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yes, we don't like to lose. You can lose money like that in the blink of an eye in crypto and, of course, any other investment. So please be careful out there. Do your own research. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Right, formalities are out of the way. I do have my espresso here. I was up quite early this morning. Had a big day. Let me know wherever you're watching from around the world, I should say. Also, very, very important. I like to do that. Now, coming over here, this is one news article that I wanted to talk about, but we have T Rowe. Price's active crypto exchange traded fund or ETF. The new ticker symbol is TKNZ ETF. Will actively rotate between 5 to 15 cryptocurrencies, including the majors, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, ADA, Sui, Doge, and more. This is one of the first actively managed multi-asset crypto ETFs from a legacy Wall Street giant. The banks and everyone is open to crypto now. They can literally hold crypto, which is wild. T Rowe price is enormous. Absolutely enormous. This is very, very significant, of course, for cryptocurrency. I mean, I'm just waiting for BlackRock to honestly issue their XRP ETF because that will just send it soaring, as well as the Clarity Act, I should say. Absolutely wild. The BlackRock IBIT ETF as well. This was yesterday. I love my little crypto cards, by the way. Basically taking in $86 million in Bitcoin inflows. SpaceX, did anyone actually buy that? I got maybe 1.3 shares of SpaceX. The minute it went live, I was waiting for this, and I managed to secure 1.3 stocks in SpaceX. So it was pretty cool. I'm going to hold that forever. I won't sell that. Probably end up going to my daughter eventually when she's the coming of age. But yeah, it's remarkable. It's pretty cool. Also, there is a fascinating update that Gina Rinehart, which is Australia's like mining magnate here in Australia, has actually purchased significant share in SpaceX. Wild times we're all living in. Anyway, let's get the crypto prices today. 2.24 trillion. It is down this afternoon, which is not too bad considering what's been happening in the outflows down here. It's just been brutal. Yesterday, or I should say Friday, market open, there was $81 million in inflows. That was BlackRock. What else? Volumes at $66 billion. That is down. It needs to be well above the $200 billion level for us to even remotely see, those levels we saw earlier. I should say later last year, really, when you think about it. Like, Bitcoin back up to 100,000 plus, which is crazy. That'll get there. Now again, let's get to my watch list. That's very important, ladies and gents. Bitcoin's at $65,000 and again, it did dip to that $60,000 level. These peace deal announcements coming out all the time, up, down, up, down, up. It's just nuts with the market. $65,000 Bitcoin, Ethereum's at 1,721, XRP's $1.18, still insanely undervalued. Solana sitting at $71. Dogecoin 8 cents, Cardano sitting at 18 cents, Stellar is at 19, Chainlink sitting at $8, Hedera's at 8 cents, Litecoin $45, Sui's at 79 cents, Near Protocol $2.35, Shiba Inu's in the pennies, I'm still holding that. Polkadot is $1. Wow, that's cheap. ICP $2.52. Again, I remember this being $140 for ICP Australian in the previous bull market. Quant is sitting at $69. XDC, love the projects at 3 cents. Trade Finance, VeChain in the pennies still at 0.005. And that is pretty much it for the coins in my portfolio. The Fear and Greed Index is at 23, so it's still fearful. 50 out of 100, smack bang in the middle of altcoin season as well. Crypto RSI is overbought, so might have a pullback. Just letting everyone know about that. Now, moving on to the news. We do have Japan, which have been big advocates of Ripple and XRP. Of course, to classify crypto as stocks, and XRP is set to be one of the big winners, which is really, really good. And Japan is moving to fundamentally reshape how cryptocurrency sits inside its financial system, with major implications for XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, as highlighted by the market analyst Zai Crypto. The country's lower house has passed a bill that would place crypto under the Financial Instruments and Exchange Act, or FIEA for abbreviation right here, the same legal framework that governs stocks and bonds. If it clears the upper house, leading digital assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP would formally treat it as financial instruments rather than loosely regulated digital commodities. That is pretty bullish stuff right here. And I can't read Japanese, but there you go. That's incredible to see that. XRP price prediction, $1.20. We're not that far away. It's sitting at $1.18 actually. So it definitely is coming back. The peace deal has obviously made this possible with all markets. I think now the oil market's going to drop significantly. And of course, the stock market's going to go parabolic, as it always does. So just bear in mind, they move quite a bit. But XRP pushes towards $1.20 as $393 million is liquidated in 24 hours. And is once again attracting market attention as cryptocurrency inches closer towards reclaiming the crucial $1.20 psychological level. I remember being a lot less than that. Following a sharp surge in bullish momentum, nearly $3.93 million worth of XRP positions were liquidated over the past 24 hours, with short sellers accounting for the lion's share of those losses. Do not trade with leverage. You will get wrecked. It's really that simple. I've done it. I've tried it. Previous bull market was going insane. I had some people making, ridiculous money off their trading software anyway. I'm talking the 21 market. But now purely spot market only. It's just too volatile, and that's why I'm using my own HarvestSpot software. Anyway, we'll get into that. So this is bullish news. Bybit, Binance, and BitGet cancel tokenized SpaceX shares after X stocks delivery failure. This is brutal. And having cancelled their campaigns for tokenized SpaceX shares and refunded all the subscription funds, the trigger was delivery failure. X stocks could not source the underlying shares. As a result, more than $1 billion in orders went unfulfilled, which is unbelievable. Xstocks is a platform for tokenized shares in which the customers and crypto exchanges can gain exposure to traditional securities in token form. Nothing wrong with that. The operator is Kraken, which had acquired the original Swiss provider Backed Finance in December 2025. Before that, Backed Finance ranked as the second largest provider in the segment with roughly 23% of market share. By March 26, X stocks had also recorded over $25 billion in trading volume across more than 100 tokenized shares. Binance alone had collected $557 million, around 27,000 on-chain addresses ahead of the listing. Meanwhile, it closed MXC campaign. Meanwhile, closed 15.5 times oversubscribed. So I remember when I was obviously watching the IPO launch. Once they launched the IPO, they had to get the market book sorted before the first order could be placed. So, market open. I was waiting for hours. You couldn't buy on my brokerage anyway here in Australia, but it was very frustrating. So I had to wait till around about 2 a.m. To literally get one share. And the instant I was watching it, I had my phone ready with my brokerage, and I saw, obviously, it come up at 2 a.m. And I managed to push a buy order, and bang, I got my share of SpaceX. So pretty full on. It's not cheap for us Aussies, that's for sure. The US dollar is always worth more. So, I think it was like trading at 150. I literally executed the buy order the moment it went live, so I got a hold of that. And, of course, then, you could buy like normal, like tonight's market open, for example. But yeah, I managed to get one, but this is brutal. Hopefully they resolve that and the buy orders come through anyway on the tokenized stocks, but we'll see. Now, moving on, the super cycle will come. This is from CZ from Binance. There is a video on there. He's probably a little bit delayed, but that's fair enough. He posted a clip on X in his recent interview with CoinDesk where he's reminded about his January prediction that the 2026 will be a super cycle for Bitcoin. He tries to avoid the prediction questions regardless, but the crypto billionaire said, adding that he already had given a caveat to that. He cannot predict the future. But that said, CZ acknowledged the ongoing downturn in the market, referring as the cryptocurrency winter. This has been a very long crypto winter, just making everyone aware of that. So stay bullish about that. We're not a super cycle now, but will crypto die? Absolutely not. Crypto continues to grow, so I think the cycle will come, but I'm not sure when. That's what he's saying. So we will see. There is definitely a super cycle coming with the dawn of artificial intelligence, tokenized stocks, equities, you name it. Everything's moving to the blockchain. It's going to be absolutely incredible. You just have to stay bullish and survive the winter, that's for sure. Hopefully we can. It's very challenging in Australia at the moment, that's for sure. Now, EarnCurve, my spot crypto exchange. Thank you guys that have joined and subscribed. I really appreciate it. My harvest spots are doing insanely well. Go check it out at earncurveinvest.com and, of course, earncurveharvestspots.com. Sign up. All the instructions are on the website, by the way. You can just simply come to, of course, HarvestBots. You can read all about it. It's really straightforward to set up. Very simple. Basically, you create your virtual sub account, subscribe to the HarvestSpot software, generate your API keys. That is, of course, enable read, trade, and withdraw permissions and set to any IP address. Now, again, that is just purely for the sub account transfer to work within your EarnCurve exchange account. Enter your API keys on the HarvestSpots dashboard. Select your sub account as the profit destination. deposit a minimum of 100 USDT because the bots need liquidity. And you can basically choose your strategy. You can choose anything here. Let me just bring it up. You can choose XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Dogecoin, XLM, Polkadot, ADA, Chainlink, Sui, TRX, BNB, Toncoin, and Litecoin. My bots have been performing insanely well. I started these on the 1st of April. I'm up nearly 19.5% on XRP, 11.3% on Solana, 22.8% on Ethereum. Sui is doing insanely well, 45.1%. My TRX bot, I'm not sure what I'm doing with that. I might change that. And of course, my XLM one is up 16. It was at 8, and I'm going blind. There you go, 18.4% right there. Overall, across all the bots that I'm running at the moment, it's 19.6% return based on 860 USDT invested. Total profit 172 across all of my trades. It has made 4,604 trades. That would be virtually impossible for anyone to do manually. And I've got some USDT balance in there as a buffer. So I'm just leaving it. The profits do get distributed from these grid bots into my sub account. That's the actual bot working right there. How's that? Pretty cool. That's actually my main account. So again, the profits get moved into your sub account. There's the grid bots right there working on XRP. That is bullish. If I do show you the deposits into my sub account, you will be able to see this very clearly here. Let me just switch the account. Really straightforward. Go try it out. The returns are ridiculous. I mean, it's not a guarantee, I will say that, because it's highly illegal for me to say that. The market is the market. You need to be aware of that. And of course, the price of the assets do fluctuate. And of course, in the inevitable situation where something does completely collapse, which it won't with these top 10 cryptocurrencies, that's for sure, that obviously are on an earn curve, you need to be aware of the risks. So be careful, all right? But it's no leverage, which is nice. So stay away from that. Stay away from leverage. Now, as you can see, today is the 15th. There has literally been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 deposits of USDT, even in this market. So really straightforward. This has been consistent. There are 51 pages of deposits. Small amounts because it's like a dividend getting paid into your sub account. You can take this capital out and do whatever you like with it. You can buy a coffee, you can reinvest it, you can take it out, put it into cold storage, or you can buy other cryptocurrencies on EarnCurve. Just use the conversion feature right here. Just go to trade and convert. That's it. Then you can do whatever you like. It's your money, you do whatever you like. So go check it out, earncurveinvest.com, and of course, earncurveharvestbots.com. All right? Any questions, email me here at support. I will do my best to get back to you. Now, quickly moving on, Ripple is targeting a $1 billion valuation, $1 billion in revenue, I should say, this year. Brad Garlinghouse, legend, has put a clear number on the company's 2026 business goal. According to his post shared by CoinMarketCap, the crypto-focused accounts on X, Ripple expects to end 2026 with $1 billion in revenue run rate. The figure does not include XRP held on, of course, their balance sheet. And the detail matters because Ripple has long faced public debate over the link between the business and XRP. Garlinghouse's target frames the company as a fintech infrastructure provider that aims to earn money from products, clients, and services, not from token holdings or sales. There you go. Bitcoin again climbing above 65K after the US-Iran peace deal lifts markets. That is bullish. Let's see what happens with that. There are live updates happening as we speak. And of course, I'm not going to get too much into this, but keeping a very close eye on it. Here is my new venture, I should say, ladies and gentlemen. It's Keely. I have been in the real estate and property development business for 20 years now. So I've always wanted to build out a platform where everyday people can list their properties on the market for literally peanuts because I'm competing directly with the larger platforms here in Australia. I'm not going to name names, but you can list your property for sale for $5 a week. Everyday Australians, you can speak to your buyers directly on the platform and via email. You get full contact, full everything. It's under your control, which is amazing. All the notifications, also all the resources are here for all you. Government and councils, the real estate agents portal I'm building out, consultants, contractors, finance and lending portal. Essentially linking everybody, making it a one-stop shop for everybody. So go check it out. Keely, it's KEYLY.com.au. Really, really cool. And there was also a lot of data and information on here, I should say, that I've put in here, which again is the zoning of the land. It's all linked to Vic Plan, which is amazing here in Australia. And this is Australia-wide, by the way. I've got a full-blown calculator on how to calculate your mortgage repayments. Also, renting property you can list on here also. So you guys, if you know anyone that's selling their property and wants to get everything on the internet, fully indexed on Google, and of course getting promoted on my social media pages. And by the way, go follow keely.com.au on my socials. Go do that. Really, really cool. Again, $5 a week, you can get your property on the market. So again, the other platforms are not going to be happy about this, but you know, someone's got to do it, and I've done it. So go check it out. It's really, really cool. You can put a townhouse, apartment, land, commercial, development site, farmland, rural, villa, acreage, block of units, retirement village, green wedge, or other. Full on. I've got a full search feature here built out. This took me a while to do, and I've been working on this very hard. And I'm working on the actual app on the Apple Development Store and, of course, the Google Play. So that'll be up soon. I've done the dev mode for that, trying to get that up as quick as possible. It's not easy linking a full-blown website like this to the Apple Store and Google Play, but we'll see what happens. But go check it out, guys. I'll link it below for you. Now, coming over to X, let's have a listen to Michael Saylor.
Digital capital. That network is $2 trillion today. It's going to be $20 trillion in 4 to 8 years. It's going to be $200 trillion in 20 years. Then it's going to grow faster than every other asset in the world. It's going to continue to grow. The United States should own it. Bitcoin represents digital capital.
It is. Now we're going to listen to this interview with CZ. Have a listen.
CNBC that 2026 could be a super cycle. We're now mid-year. Things are not looking good from where we sit today. What do you think is going to happen the rest of the year?
I think even when I said it, I probably said I could not predict the future.
You did. So, I don't know words in your mouth if you say that.
Yeah, I try to avoid prediction questions regardless, but sometimes even when I say things like that. Well, first of all, 2026 is not over. But based on the price performance today, Bitcoin's at 60,000 again. You came back to 60,000, went to 80, came back down to 60. We'll call this a winter. We're not in a super cycle now. But will crypto die? Absolutely not. Crypto will continue to grow. So I think the super cycle will come. I'm not sure when it will come.
4 months ago, you
Fingers
told
crossed
me
it's soon. Might be late, but I can't predict anything. Legend. Michael Saylor hints at buying more Bitcoin. He's just dollar cost averaging. That's what it is. We have XRP has climbed above $1.18. The strongest volume since the sell-off began. Great buying opportunity, not financial advice. Elon Musk, I don't think dollars will be used as currency, just mass and energy. There you go. 189K. Thank you, Vivekson, for this one right here. $2.5 trillion banking giant Citibank said Bitcoin is still going to 189,000. Elon Musk on SpaceX might be able to reach approximately $1 trillion in revenue. That is wild. Now, moving down, Gina Reinhart said she made a significant investment in SpaceX, so she was probably waiting for her broker. Probably one of the horrible banks in Australia that, anyway, I'm not going to go into, but she probably used one of those brokers. Have a listen to this. This is wild from Dana White.
Do you just think, man, this is as good as it's going to get, we just have to write it into the history books?
I mean, that's what I thought about the Sphere, and then here we are now. So I'm always looking to go to great arenas with good technology and give fans that show up the best experience I possibly can. It was an amazing experience. This was a one-of-one that will never happen again.
You don't think there's a chance the president says, that was good, let's do it again next year?
I can't afford it. There's no fucking way we can do this again. This was, I'll never...
That's wild. That was pretty cool, man. US banks now, again, thank you, Vivek, for this one as well. But the US banks, again, are allowed to buy and sell Bitcoin. You are not bullish enough. That is the facts right there. National bank engagement of riskless principal transactions in crypto assets. This is from the Office of Comptroller of the Currency. Big things are coming in this space. Whether you're, in it for the long haul, that's up to you. And after 107 days of war, the US and Iran have now officially reached a peace deal, which is nice. The world needs more peace. We need a new prime minister in this country, I'm just saying, because he's destroying the country. But anyway, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate all of you. Go sign up to the Harvest Bots. Get trading. Really straightforward. Honestly, it's the best trading software that I've built because I've always wanted to make it like this, and it's working really well. There is currently, I think there's like 120 bots being run at the moment, which is awesome. So thank you guys. Get onto it. Jump on. Really, really bullish. Any questions, email me. I'll speak to everyone hopefully tomorrow if my day's not too chaotic. Peace out, guys. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.